Hi, this is Andrew again. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the left-wing indoctrination still going on in our public school system. Across America's heartland, a quiet revolution is unfolding in our classrooms. While parents work hard to provide for their families, progressive ideologues are systematically reshaping our children's education under the guise of inclusion and diversity. Nowhere is this more evident than in Minnesota, where a sweeping ethnic studies mandate represents one of the most aggressive attempts to inject political indoctrination into K-12 education. First, let's look at Minnesota's radical curriculum overhaul. Starting in the 2026 to 27 school year, every Minnesota school district will be required to implement K-12 ethnic studies instruction and offer an ethnic studies course at the high school level. This isn't about teaching students about different cultures. It's about pushing a specific ideological framework through three core concepts: identity, resistance, and ways of knowing and methodologies. The resistance strand is particularly telling. One lesson plan titled Protest Art and the Movement for Black Lives instructs sixth graders to organize and describe how individuals and communities have fought for freedom and liberation against systemic and coordinated exercises of power. This isn't education. It's activist training disguised as social studies. The University of Minnesota's Center for Race, Indigeneity, Disability, Gender and Sexuality Studies, RIDGS, is creating free lesson plans for school districts that explicitly aim to challenge systems of power and inequality and imagine social transformation. These materials, while technically optional, will likely become the default choice for busy educators seeking ready-made resources. Next, let's look at the ideological framework. Minnesota's ethnic studies standards require students to use ethnic and indigenous studies methods and sources in order to understand the roots of contemporary systems of oppression and apply lessons from the past in order to eliminate historical and contemporary injustices. This framework positions America as fundamentally oppressive and teaches students to view society through a lens of perpetual victimhood and revolution. The working group that developed these standards included community activists, college-level ethnic studies experts, and even high school students. Noticeably absent were voices advocating for traditional American values or balanced perspectives. The result is a curriculum that promotes what critics call a critical and liberated framework that interprets ethnic identity and history through a prescribed ideological lens. How about the Midwest connection in some of the other states? Minnesota isn't acting alone. Similar ethnic studies programs have emerged across the Midwest. Wisconsin has seen pushes for ethnic studies requirements in several districts. Illinois implemented the TEACH Act in 2021, requiring Asian American history to be taught. Michigan districts have increasingly adopted culturally responsive teaching frameworks that mirror ethnic studies approaches. The pattern is clear. Progressive education advocates are using state legislatures and education departments to institutionalize their ideology, creating a pipeline of social justice activism that begins in elementary school. In this environment, what can parents do? Despite the bleak picture, parents aren't powerless. Minnesota law, Statute 120B.20, requires school districts to have procedures for parents to review instructional materials and request alternatives if they object to content. Organizations like the Foundation Against Intolerance and Racism offer balanced alternatives, such as the American Experience curriculum. The most effective strategy for concerned parents is direct engagement. 1. Run for school board or serve on advisory committees. 2. Exercise your rights to review curriculum materials. 3. Organize with like-minded parents to demand balanced approaches. 4. Support alternative curricula that emphasize unity over division. The social studies standards will be up for review again in 2031, providing another opportunity for concerned citizens to push back against ideological indoctrination. What's happening in Minnesota and across the Midwest isn't education, it's indoctrination. By teaching children to view themselves primarily through the lens of group identity and to see American society as fundamentally oppressive, These programs undermine the very foundation of our civic culture. The fight for our children's minds is happening right now in school board meetings, state education departments, and classrooms across the heartland. The question is whether we'll remain silent while our schools become recruitment centers for political activism, or whether we'll stand up for true education that prepares students to think for themselves rather than parrot progressive talking points. Thanks for watching this short video. Its purpose is to continue to highlight some of the issues that still exist in our education system, especially here in Minnesota. To watch more videos like this one, you can go to our website at nehemiahreset.org, to our rumble.com or youtube.com channels. We publish new videos weekly. You can also sign up to receive our weekly new video list by going to nehemiahreset.org/email and sign up for our weekly newsletter. To help our channel, please like and subscribe so that more people can see these important videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Are you looking for a limitless supply of insightful reads to expand your mind and transform your life? Look no further than Nehemiah Reset's ebook library, where knowledge meets inspiration at nehemiahreset.org ebook. Go there today to discover a wealth of valuable resources to help you on your personal and professional journey to build a biblical worldview. Learn more about the Bible and how culture is impacting your worldview. Again, the ebook library is located at nehemiahreset.org ebook. Hope to see you soon. My name is Andrew. I am one of the spokespersons for Nehemiah Reset. The prior video was sponsored by Nehemiah Reset, a 501c3. Our mission is to assist Christians in developing a biblical worldview as it pertains to relevant cultural and biblical issues. We seek to inform Christ's followers, equip them, and mobilize them in action to vote for their biblical values and actively engage in our We are also committed to help Christians and non-believers to develop a better biblical view. Nehemiah Reset produces videos and ebooks to assist members of the church in developing a biblical worldview when it comes to cultural issues. We produce videos on key topics like public school indoctrination, the woke agenda, sex education, equity and inclusion, climate change, immigration, religious freedom, and much, much more. To learn more about Nehemiah Reset or to watch our latest videos, go to our website at nehemiahreset.org or our rumble.com channel. We produce 2 to 3 videos every week. To get a weekly list of our latest videos, sign up for our weekly newsletter by going to nehemiahreset.org/email and subscribe. You can support our website by liking our videos, subscribing to our channels, or helping us reach more people through tax-exempt donations. Thanks for your help in growing God's kingdom and bringing more people to Christ. Thank you for your support and help. Come back again soon. Have a great day.